Hi everybody, Leigh, aka HRManifesto here, with a riveting edition of HRManifesto's Mailbag, where I share with you the workplace realities and horrors that are shared with me by my followers. Today's episode is entitled The Sperm Bank. Now, I've only read this email once, and I cried laughing, and so I am probably going to start laughing again. Okay. Uh, and I'm already starting to laugh because it's absolutely hilarious. And it's a wonderful tale about a very unique job description. Okay. So I've never worked in healthcare. I've never worked at a sperm bank or infertility or women's health, nothing like that. So it was quite the glimpse behind the curtain. All right, so I have my monitor right here, and I am going to be reading verbatim, word for word, what this follower, who shall remain nameless, of course, shared with me. You ready for this? Okay, so this is called the Sperm Bank. I worked in women's health for many years. I was the director of marketing for an infertility practice. I was also the director of sales and marketing for a sperm and egg bank. I have so many wild, inappropriate stories as HR barely exists when it comes to reproductive health. Anyway, here's a mild one. One of my responsibilities was to buy porn for the sperm collection rooms. They didn't want to stream porn to the office, so I had to go to the adult bookstore and buy DVDs and magazines. Yes, places still offer porn mags. I did not know that. One doctor insisted I get, air quotes, tasteful porn, as he was religious. Sorry, that's funny. So I had to preview. I had to preview the DVDs to make sure they weren't too kinky and pious, I guess. Lots of pool boy or landscaper fantasy videos. He was okay with adultery, but not threesomes. Okay, remember Noah's Ark was only two. Another doctor wanted to be sure there were fetish videos, but never anything that suggested children. Thank goodness. Some light S&M was okay, but it couldn't be violent. That's good. And everyone had to look much older than 18. That's good. That's a good thing. I watched so much porn and had to look through all the magazines. Also, since men can't use any lubricant, I didn't think about that. I also had to buy a lot of pocket kitty cats. Could not imagine putting that on the P card. It gives the term P card, purchase card, just a whole new meaning to a P card, isn't it? They were available on request and of course, thrown out after being used. Such a fun and interesting job, but you would turn 50 shades of red if you heard the things we discussed. I want to know what they discuss. And stop. That is the email, okay? So, a couple of things. The kitty cats, the fleshlights. I'm glad. I'm glad that they were one use, so that's good. I didn't think about how there's no lubricant. I could not imagine buying and procuring these things. Being in a job that does that. I'm in a job that gets to view porn, right, when you have a case like that come up, which is usually distasteful. It's gross. It's not actually anything enjoyable, right? Just flashing back, I'm sorry. But anyway, I could not imagine having requests from my bosses on types of porn. and getting tasteful porn because one of the bosses is religious. Thanks for sharing this with me. It is absolutely fantastic. And like I said, a total glimpse behind a curtain, pun intended, very intentionally, pun intended, to an industry, to a workplace I've never been in and would have never even thought about. That I imagine the job description on this one. I would have to write it. My God, where do I start? Thanks for sharing and thanks for tuning in. If you have any stories that you would like me to share, feel free. Feel free. DM me on Instagram or send me an email and I will read them for you and bring them to life on the small screen. Take care.